To Jim McNab, a Dunwoody man with an incredible story. He went into cardiac arrest and died for nearly 20 minutes. But as Health Watch reporter Beth Galvin explains, that's where Jim McNab's story doesn't end, right? It's just beginning?
No, Amanda. That night, Jim McNab was the 7th call for the shift to the medical unit at Gwinnett Station 4. And they were worried he was not going to survive. Fortunately, they were wrong. When firefighters from Gwinnett County's Station 4 answered a call to Jim and Kaylin McNab's house March 30th, it did not look good.
I remember getting there. His wife was out in the front yard flagging us down. Mr. McNab lying in the floor, unconscious, unresponsive.
Pulseless, not breathing. I mean, no signs of any life.
EMT Tim Brown and his partner started CPR. By then, Jim McNab had been without a heartbeat for 10 minutes, and it took 8 more to get a pulse. And Jim's friend and neighbor, Dr. Robert Albin, knew that without oxygen, Jim's brain was shutting down quickly.
The general expectation is that we've lost the battle. We just can't keep those tissues alive.
So at St. Joe's, Dr. Albin tried a new treatment he had never used before, therapeutic hypothermia, cooling down Jim's body in an effort to save his brain. After 3 days, a breakthrough. Jim woke up.
I just started crying in my car uncontrollably because I realized that something extraordinary was happening.
And back in Norcross, the firefighters say they wondered what happened to Jim.
We run a lot of these calls, and by the time we get to the hospital, they didn't make it.
But Jim McNab did.
There's our heroes.
Hi guys, I'm Jim McNab and you saved my life. I'm here to thank y'all. When we walked up and saw him standing there, I could tell they were just beaming, you know.
All I could do was just give him the biggest hug I could.
You know, we pay our taxes and we expect them to do things like this, but when it's you that they're really working on, it really comes home about how dedicated they are and how skilled they are.
And starting next week, this same equipment Jim McNab believes saved his life is going to be placed on the back of every ambulance here in Gwinnett County so they can start the cooling process out in the field well before they get to the hospital.
We simply pull out and basically give this whole bag of saline to the patient at one time. We love success stories. That's why we're in the business. We want to help patients. We want to do everything that we possibly can do so that they go back to work the next day, that their loved one comes back home.
And when you look around that group of guys...
Oh my gosh, I'm going to love them forever. I'm going to come back and fix them my famous lasagna dinner.
Now, it's been on TV. She's got to make good on it. And Kaylin and Jim say they also want to thank the Gwinnett 911 operator. She says he kept her calm and kept her doing CPR even though she was terrified that night. Amanda?
That's amazing. Every new part you add to this story. Now, this is becoming the norm that emergency medical personnel will
It really is, and this happened coincidentally with what happened to Jim McNab. Gwinnett County was thinking about this, and about 150 departments across the country are going to hypothermia, putting it on their ambulances so they can start the process earlier. So I think we will see this go in that direction.
All right, good to know. Beth, thank you. Still ahead tonight on Fox 5 News.
I'm going